Jones, and as always, it is pregnant with possibilities.
Oh yes, it definitely is pregnant. They say that joy cometh in the morning. Well, let's just say that we certainly come bearing some smiles, inducing content and all of that.
Now, it is more than you deserve, and we like to think that we are more than up to the task of helping you start your morning right.
Yes, indeed. We have earned the right to tell you that we are the best breakfast show on terrestrial TV this side of Nigeria, and indeed every other side of Nigeria.
Of course, and you should know that there is still just enough time for you to get that thing done that you set out to do on Monday.
You know, that is true, because really, it is better to show up late than never to show up at all. And if you need any cheering or any kind of motivational speech at all, hey, you definitely have tuned into the right show here on Wake Up Nigeria.
Yes, now we bring you all and then some. My name is Tope Olonio.
My name is Mazino, and of course we have Mr. Mike Mexicano in the kitchen.
I love you start the show as if you're a wording. You know wording, Mazino, you know wording now.
Yeah, I know.
When you word, you know the start. You move just like you're wording. But then I now heard pregnant inside. This not the time to throw those kind of words around.
I'm
too early.
pregnant with ideas.
This is
early,
February.
I know.
You know, there's some words you avoid.
Yeah.
Pregnant is one of them.
I know.
You don't just say around this period.
I understand. But you know, when you talk about wording, you're showing our age, Mike. Let's.
Because I personally don't know what wording means.
Exactly.
You don't know what wording means.
I'm a baby girl for life.
It starts with
Baby
2 cents.
tiger.
You just go, you just go.
Anyhow, it's all good. Welcome to the excitement, and remember that you can stream the show live at tvcentertainment.tv and also on Facebook at TVC Connect. Thank you for doing that. Actually.
Yes, and please remember to join the conversation. Go to our social media platforms. Use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC. And there's an alternative if you have to be on the move. If you don't have TVC Connect wherever you are, guess what? Download our app. It's available for free on both iOS and Android, and it allows you to watch us from anywhere in the world.
Yes, indeed. Now, first off on our list this morning is art display. Let's tell you about it, where we get to display the beautiful works of really talented Nigerian visual artists. Today, we will be spotlighting Bemisola Falaye, who has extensive experience in the use of various media, such as pencil, charcoal, pen-for, and her creations are very beautiful, trust us.
Yes, definitely. Next up, we have Jeffrey Ehikoya, a marketing professional who is also certified and experienced in project management and the author of our spotlighted book this week, The Volunteer: Becoming Better by Serving Others. We will be taking this center stage of the discussion on the show.
And of course, we always bring music. Now this morning, it will be coming from songwriter, producer, and rapper Fabian Chinedu. We'll get to see plenty of that one later on the show.
The world belongs to technology now, and for tech, we will be joined by Assistant Professor Oluwaseun Fadia, who is an information system expert, lecturer, and international editor. He helps business owners build compliance-defined information security and business systems. Yeah, we will be having him for a chat this morning.
Alrighty.
Oof.
Mr. Mike Mexicano, where's your coffee?
morning.
You're saving it for coffee just okay.
Mike has internal heat.
I told you, okay. You arrange coffee for yourself, and you want now to tell me that you were stingy enough not to arrange my own. You now call it. This is what's. Okay, I don't want that. This is what people should not be. People around you, look at that. They arrange coffee for themselves. They knew I was there. They didn't. They got it. And then I was like, "Where's your coffee?"
My Valentine gift is not sure yet.
When simple coffee, you cannot even make.
You know what I've done for you?
They're not
this
making
life?
for Valentine gifts. Continue waiting.
Fine.
Continue waiting.
I'll get a room, both of you.
I have 2 people that have promised me already, so yours won't change anything.
In any
Depends.
case, I've decided, guys, I'm getting a tattoo.
Sorry, that was...
She laughs.
Nice.
But I don't know what it's going
nice?
to be yet.
Very nice.
And I don't know where on my body I'm going to
Which
place
of the
it.
celebrities'
Very
faces
nice.
and their children's faces
That is
are
so
you going
disgusting.
to
I saw that one yesterday. Anyama, who
So
was
I'm
that? Did you
wondering-
see it? The girl who
I don't look at that kind of stuff.
tattooed Bobrisky's
If
name
I see it, I don't
on
even
her
look at it.
leg.
Like really, I'll open somebody.
That was terrible.
So, but really, what
Shit face.
inspired this?
I've always wanted one. My wife and conservative nature of my growing up has not allowed me. But I'm thinking it's art. It could be
art.
fun. And I'm
it's
thinking
painful.
And it doesn't have to be
of
permanent.
something very colorful, but not permanent,
Yes,
actually.
you can do a temporary one.
I'm open to suggestions, but what I really would like is an ornate lizard climbing up the side of my rib cage.
Nice.
You.
Is that
No,
nice?
see, I'm going to be that friend that will tell you that the Bible says
There we go
that
again.
thou shalt not...
I knew this was coming.
What are you even saying?
Something graven image. Something
Like I said,
that.
it won't be permanent.
Where did
it
you
won't
just
be
quote?
permanent.
But it's okay, I beg, just do.
Mike's one might be permanent. It will be just
No,
above his belly button and it will say party
Mazino,
starts down here.
do you want to talk? Is there something, do you want to share? Like, do you need someone to talk to? Is this some
But
sort of
I've
crisis?
actually thought
Let's
about
know
a
what's
tattoo.
going on.
I've actually
You can
thought
talk
about
to
a
me.
tattoo, and like maybe not a permanent one, so that I can always get to change it, because when it stays, I feel like when something stays for too long, you know, maybe you might just get tired. Like, okay, now the thing's a lizard now, and then you think,
start
this thing
moving on
should
your
grow
body.
to a dragon or something. You know, yeah, exactly. It's been climbing here. Let it reach here now or something. So you want to. That's why you see these guys that when you see real guys that do tattoo and all that, you see that gradually try and they feel the whole body, because life is progressive. You had at one point in your life, you were thinking like a lizard. The next time, you're thinking like a dragon.
Please, please, when we have dragon thinkers
your mind,
and lizard thinkers, I would just like to know what the weather is saying in Lagos today, please. Thank you very much.
Tell you what, guys, let's do the weather and then we'll bring you the news first off this hour.
Yeah.
Welcome now, and let's bring you the news. Now, we begin with the Red Chamber, where President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, referred the request of President Muhammadu Buhari for the confirmation of new service chiefs to the Joint Committee on Army, Navy and Air Force for necessary screening. The committee have been given 2 weeks to carry out their assignment and report to Senate in plenary. Also, the Senate President directed the Committee on Foreign Affairs to screen the immediate past service chiefs who had been appointed by Buhari as career ambassadors. The panel was asked to conclude its assignment and submit its report within 2 weeks. And a federal high court in Abuja has ordered the Central Bank of Nigeria to unfreeze the bank accounts of 20 NSAS promoters. Justice Ahmed Mohammed gave the ruling following the agreement reached by parties in the suit to amicably resolve the matter, adding that all processes filed in respect of the case are hereby deemed withdrawn. He then ordered that all the accounts of the affected persons be immediately defreezed. The CBN, in an ex parte motion, had prayed the counts to freeze the bank accounts of Bolatito, Rachel Oduala, and 19 others who participated in the last year's protests to end police brutality in the country. The Apex Bank said it took the action to investigate the promoters of the protest on allegations bordering on terrorism, financing, among others.
The other ex parte freezing the accounts of our client expired last week on the 4th of February. And so, we were in court this morning to formally have the matter withdrawn in favor of our clients. And that was what happened this morning, based on our application to have all the processes filed in the case withdrawn, and the application of the counsel to the Central Bank, Chief Michael Anduaka SAN, to withdraw his application to renew the order. The court rightly struck out the entire case.
Meanwhile, a member of the Lagos State Judicial Panel of Inquiry on Restitution and Compensation for Victims of SARS-related abuses has appealed to youth to suspend their planned protests and counter-protest at the Lekki toll gate on Saturday. Ebun Olu Adegberua stated that the panel of inquiry is still sitting and yet to make any finding or recommendations on the Lekki toll gate incident of 20th October 2020. Beyond the majority and dissenting decisions of last Saturday, all of which are purely interlocutory and not final. He also says the alleged bloodshed, mayhem, repression and violence of October 2020 in general should not be encouraged to be repeated again. The senior advocate of Nigeria urged all concerned, including the state government, to be patient and await the panel's decisions, noting that a protest or counter-protest at this time may work to jeopardize the overall work of the panel, the witnesses appearing or to appear, the testimonies, the investigations, or even affects its ultimate assignment. He also factored security and COVID-19 concerns as possible consequences of staging the protests. And of course, you're welcome to the segment where we get to tell you what's happening inside of the dailies, and we call it the headlines. That's what we're going to be bringing to you right now. Thank you for joining us. Today is, of course, Thursday, February 11th. And we're going to start off with the Punch newspaper this morning. First big headline for the Punch: AFC, or rather ACF, Afenifere disagree as Senate knocks governors negotiating with bandits. This on page 2, by the way. Governors holding talks with bandits fueling killings in Northwest. National Assembly say, and no farmers-herders conflicts but terrorism by herdsmen, say Afenifere. There's no evidence that talks with bandits fueling insecurity, say the Arewa Forum. A look at the photo story for the Punch is Greek students and riot police officers during a demonstration of university students against lawmakers plan to create a special police force on violence in universities in Athens. This was from yesterday. At the bottom of the Punch newspaper, 400 Lekki toll gate neighbors displaced as Lagos demolishes houses, and 41 suspected internet fraudsters arrested in Osun, Ogun and Plateau State. Finally, for the Punch newspaper, 4 Oyo local government boss abductors kidnapped, farmers killers arrested. This on page 8. That's indeed all for the Punch newspaper as we move swiftly now to the Nation newspaper for a Thursday. First big headline for the Nation: insecurity. We failed in our obligation, says Speaker. Senate seeks security rejig. Right at the bottom of that, complaints trill APC membership registration in states. That on page 5. And man beats daughter to death. Sad story on page 2 there. A look at the photo story for the Nation newspaper. Some of the cybercrime suspects arrested by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, in Osun, Ogun State when they were paraded by the police only just yesterday. We talked about this on the Punch. And at the very top of the Nation, 93-year-old Clark, my battle with COVID-19. Ex-minister lashes Kogi governor. And finally, NSTARS protest promoters reposes bank accounts. And manufacturers, industrialists call for Forex policy review. That's it for the Nation newspaper. Now we move on to The Guardian for this morning. The first major headline is on the COVID-19 incidence. COVID-19 immunization plans under scrutiny, and experts say FG must conduct clinical trials on jab. Nigeria to isolate confirmed South Africa strain of virus. A look at the stories or headlines from the top of The Guardian. Again, stray cattle visits Shoyinka's residence in Abeokuta. Much talk about this on social media from yesterday. And report predicts huge losses in NNPC as other NOCs transition. This is on Business. Obaseki vows to comb Edo Forest for killer herdsmen. And finally, for the Punch, or rather for The Guardian, Oyo police nab pastor for allegedly defiling 13-year-old. This on page 8. Let's move now to the Tribune newspaper. And the headline that jumps at you: Senators to Buhari issue executive order to flush out criminals, ban open grazing. Akeredolu's eviction order divides lawmakers on page 2. Customs to invade markets, warehouses for smuggled rice and other contraband. And EFCC arrests 39 suspected Yahoo boys in Osun and Ogun State. We talked about this from the other papers. This is as much as we can take for the headlines this morning on the dailies. Thank you for joining us. Do stay tuned because we have Daily Vulnerables coming your way. And after that, some small talk here on the couch.
Amen.
Thank you very much, Chude. All right, welcome, guys. What are we talking about today?
Loans.
Loans.
Borrow me, pay me back now. You will not want to pay me back. You will not say, but we're friends now.
Yeah, that's the one that really, really peeves me. I don't like hearing that. I was wondering, Mike, yeah? Is there a textbook way of asking people back for the money that you loaned to them? First off, do you even encourage people and help them out when they're in need, especially in the time that we find ourselves?
You either need help or you know someone that needs help. Definitely. So if you are not borrowing, you are borrowing somebody.
So how do you take care who to borrow, knowing that it will be difficult for you to ask back? And that's the question: how do you ask back for your money?
So I think theoretically, a lot of people will tell you that don't borrow what you cannot afford to let go. That's what theoretically people tell you. You see business, everybody comes up, but you see emotions are involved, family, friends, loved ones, and all
Priorities.
of that. Exactly. So you would borrow out to people that you probably give them a size of something that you really cannot let go. You understand? And man, see, it happens. You win some, you lose some.
Well, I don't want to tell about specific instances
because
but
all of us here, you've borrowed money to someone that you not get back.
Of course,
a love person. And
I mean,
most times,
I feel like you're shading me. I mean, but I borrow from my mom constantly.
No, that is different.
So that's another thing, yeah, because I remember
different.
that I borrowed from my brother many years ago, and I haven't given him back since.
No, so mine is just
but my
payback.
excuse is that I'm the last born, so please.
Oh no, mine is. I remember when I was small. No, so mine is. I remember when I was small and my uncles used to come around. I said, "Tope, take this money. Thank you, uncle. Let me hold it for you." All right. So you see all those monies that they are holding for, that she has been holding for me.
Yeah.
I'm taking them back now.
I get you.
I need. But
I agree
you've
with
not paid me. Mommy, remember that one? That one that uncle gave me when I was in SS3. I just took it now.
Well, how painful is it that when you borrow people money, especially now that social media is the main thing for flaunting your wealth, and people start flaunting whatever it is that they are trying to, I'm in Dubai and you're owing somebody 400K.
Just like,
400K is too much. You're owing somebody 10K and you're in Dubai.
Exactly. Because it is the small monies that hurts the most.
So maybe this person went to that Dubai to work and get the
400K. You don't go to Dubai to work, my guy.
No, you don't.
Serious.
With less than 400K, you can go to Dubai.
Are you an influencer?
With less than 400K, you can go to Dubai, Abi?
Well, yeah.
With less than 400K, you can go to
But
Dubai.
my
So that
5K
400K is when the person owing you 10K and the person is flexing in Dubai. That's why the person is getting fat. That's why there's a problem.
Wait. What does getting fat have to do with borrowing
It's
money?
major. See, so people that
That's a new
I
one.
want to tell you, people that have scope when you're borrowing.
Oh, boy.
When you borrow
They
money
look
and you're
sad.
losing weight, they don't disturb you. They say,
It's even suffering.
but they'll ask you, can
Are
I
you
borrow you more? So it's a scope. So if you're a borrower, this is what you do. When you borrow money, lose weight.
Lose weight.
And when you see the person, look back, be putting up quotes online that shows that you are.
That has to go on our social media.
Be
Please,
putting up quotes
that's a
online
quote
that
from
show
Mike.
that you are going through tough time. Like,
When
They
life
say-
gives you
they say-
lemons, you make
you
lemonade.
make lemonade. Exactly. Say, when they say, when
When is
people
it that
throw,
they casting down?
they say joy comes in the morning, but we're still in the night. When the person that borrowed money, when the person look at this post, say,
are you okay?
He say, come.
Are you okay?
He say, hey,
That
Jude,
money you're
how far?
owing me, just-
that money you're owing me.
Just don't worry,
Don't worry. See, let me add. In fact, spend your azar.
No, I don't know, but let me add.
Yes, because
But I can
so
just
you have to
let it
lose
go.
weight. But you see, it's bad manners to add weight when you're owing money.
It is bad, man. I agree with you. Now,
Very
this is
bad
the first
manners.
time I'm hearing this, but I do agree with
you
it.
understand? That
No, I
Dubai
think
own
what
is
is
the
bad
worst.
manners is
But how do you-
is to owe somebody money and then be flaunting things on social media.
Yeah, that is
like
actually quite wrong.
go and buy something else.
But
and
Mike was saying something before we got on set. And he
Yeah.
said that maybe the person is actually trying, that's just business, so the person trying to push their business so that they can make money to pay you back.
Yes, now.
how
Could be. I
by
don't know.
spending
Yes,
more
now.
money.
No,
You
or
have
they
to
might be
spend money to make
influencers.
money. If talk.
Nah,
Exactly.
bruh, they ain't influencing for shit.
Yeah, well, I know
See, my
that.
point is that, see, look, when it comes to friends and family and all that, sometimes, you see, the part I hate the most is when it spoils relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's, it's like that part is hard.
So don't borrow or don't loan out anything
Money
that you can't
you
let
can't
go
let
of, okay? Tell you what, let's take a break when
This
we
is
come back.
advice.
We might be talking more about that, but we've got much more coming up on the show here today on Wake Up Nigeria.
welcome to the kitchen, people. I have with me, of course, Chef
For the first
Nathaniel.
time in over a month, me and Tope.
Oh, you missed
Sabina.
me. Oh. You should have said that now. Don't be tighty your chest. Welcome
Yeah,
welcome
thank you.
back. So as
welcome
usual,
back.
Chef Nathaniel did not disappoint. He came with plantain.
Yeah.
What are we? Let me guess. Which country are we traveling to today?
No country.
Why Nigeria?
I just in Nigeria.
Are we having?
Yes, tortilla.
This is tortilla.
Yeah.
Is it
So it's just a
shawarma?
basic wrap.
A basic wrap.
Yeah.
Okay, so no name. So
Just
should we call
mushroom,
it Nigerian wrap?
Mushroom and beef.
And beef. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're having a basic wrap for breakfast, and we have tortilla bread, we have mushrooms, plantain. If you know Chef Nathaniel, you know plantain is his signature. He knows how to utilize it.
Yeah.
We have green and yellow bell peppers, tomatoes,
Tomatoes,
onions,
onions,
carrots,
carrots.
cucumbers, sausage, beef, shredded beef.
Then we have onion flakes, soya spice, barbecue spice, cinnamon, breadcrumbs, and chili flakes.
Chili flakes. Okay, all right. So how are we starting?
So we'd start putting on this. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So while that is going on, we're just going to heat up the
We're gonna put oil. Okay.
yeah. Just
So any particular type of oil?
you can use olive oil, but today I'm using vegetable oil.
Vegetable oil,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't want to use olive oil, so that No, Nigerians are not really used to.
But I mean, trust me, there are some Nigerians that
yes, some, yes,
yeah.
but not all. So.
Okay, so what's going first? Are we sauteing this or anything?
Yes,
okay.
This with the
sausage.
With the sausage. Then we're going to somehow semi-boil this.
Oh, boil?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since it's just ready, but it will just be little, so
okay.
Just boil it a little bit. Then we'll now fry it too.
Okay.
So since it is raw,
yeah.
So we just boil it and
fry it. Okay.
And
all right, let's start. What we starting
just
with?
Waiting
for the oil to get hot.
I'm going to spice up this.
I was thinking you would do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the barbecue spice.
Yeah, some
chili flakes.
And soya spice.
Soya spice. Then the onion. I would like the onion flakes. It has a very strong aroma.
Very, very nice.
Then the breadcrumbs is for the end, yeah?
Yes, for the plantain.
For the plantain, okay. Yes. And then the cinnamon. When do we put the cinnamon?
Cinnamon too is with the plantain.
With the plantain.
Yes.
So this, okay. Are you going to leave this for a few minutes, or you could just marinate and fry it?
Yeah, once it's done, I would fry that.
Okay.
Then I'm going to use it for this also.
Okay. Okay, for the sausage. Oh, so we are marinating the sausage as well. We're learning something today. I thought we just fried sausages.
No, just so.
Or marinating them.
Add some flavor to it.
Okay. Of course.
Yep.
So so because of the tortilla, we're frying them straight.
Yes. So the tortilla once, then the plantain will also fry the plantain.
Okay, so let's run through our menu for the chicken and mushroom wrap. We have carrots, tortilla, lettuce, plantain, tomatoes, cinnamon, cucumber, mushrooms, chili flakes, bell peppers, onions, breadcrumbs, barbecue sauce, shredded beef.
Yep.
Yes.
Just move this a bit. So.
Okay. Nice. So what's an alternative for mushrooms? Is it possible to oven bake?
Yes, you can.
Oven bake your mushrooms?
You can.
Okay.
That is even somehow, let's say, better, because especially for those who don't like too much of oil.
Yeah.
And you can also do that for
the sausage as well.
So
yeah, I just thought about that.
Yeah, oven bake.
If you're a fit farm enthusiast.
Like Betty.
Yes, Betty, no, beyond bra, not Betty. Betty's on another fit farm level. So yes, if you're pro healthy living and pro minimalist in everything, not like our darling producer Betty, who is constantly losing weight but constantly eating a lot.
Betty will come for you.
All right, so now we have our sausages and the mushrooms on fire. It's going to take like 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, or 5.
Okay,
so
5. Now remember, today's Thursday and it's Artsy Thursday, and Mike is definitely going to be talking to our artist who came with amazing pieces. It's all yours, Mike.
Thank you, Tope. I'm looking forward to what you guys get done with that in the kitchen. Gbemisola is on the spotlight this morning. She's a talented Nigerian visual artist with extensive experience in the use of various media such as pencil, charcoal, and pen for her creations. Hello, Gbemisola. Great to have you. I love your smile.
Thank you very
Have you ever painted yourself?
Yes. I did.
How did you? When was that? Is it something recent or something you had done earlier?
The recent one was a semi-abstract painting.
Okay.
But
how do you paint yourself? You pick up a picture, or you know yourself and you just start?
No, I pick up a picture.
You pick up a picture.
Yeah,
Can you paint yourself without a picture?
No. No. I can only paint my features, but not. You understand? Yeah, that was what happened with the semi-abstract painting. I painted my eyes and my smile.
All right. What are your smiles? So you know you do have a good smile. Wonderful, wonderful. So we have a number of your artworks here, and I know that for artists, every single artwork has a story behind it. Yeah.
Yes.
Professionally, you started doing this just quite recently.
Yes.
What inspired you to start doing art professionally? Because you mentioned that you were looking for a job. Wanted to do other things. What inspired you to start doing art professionally?
I'd always wanted to study art. You know, but I didn't get the chance to. So I'd been practicing on my own, and I felt I could do that on the side. You know, and probably get a job. But then the job wasn't forthcoming, and I was always painting, and I saw that it got better. You know. And, you know, I figured, let me just give this a try. I mean, people just keep telling me, you can't do art as a business. So I said, let me just
Why?
give it a try.
Why did they tell you that?
Because actually it's difficult.
Okay.
Now I'm in the business, I can tell you for sure that it is difficult to run art as a business. So now I'm beginning to think of adding other things like teaching art lessons, selling art supplies.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so
Wonderful.
it's going to come one way or the other.
Wonderful.
Yeah, but as a business, just painting.
Just painting, it can be. I understand. I understand very much. So
Yes.
let's talk about the individual paintings that you have here. Okay, by the way, but did you get to finally study it professional? Study it?
No,
Okay.
I just went to join a gallery in Ibadan. That was where I improved on everything else. But I didn't study it in the university.
Wonderful. At least for arts, what I know is that art is about the results. Nobody cares whether you study. Look, you just have something very nice. People like admire.
Yes.
They take it up, right? So let's talk about your different paintings. There's this one that is showing now. This tree.
Yes.
It's withered. It's a withered tree.
Yeah.
What's the name? What's the name of the painting?
It's Golden Ikoyi.
Golden Ikoyi.
Yes.
Golden Ikoyi.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It's a tree on Ikoyi. There's a road on.
Okay, so you saw this. Did you take a
I took a picture.
snapshot?
Yes,
okay.
I loved the tree when I saw it. I just felt connected to it, and I just took a picture. And, you know, when I was thinking, what do I do with this? What do I do with this? And I'm like, oh, it's in Ikoyi. I love Ikoyi. Let's just paint it gold. You know, Ikoyi is golden, as far as I'm concerned. It's somewhere I'd like to establish myself. And, yeah, it's peaceful and all. And then the buildings there are the, you know, buildings in Ikoyi. And
this tree is scary, man. It's
like...
And what was the medium you use here? Is that charcoal?
It's a mixed media painting.
Okay. What?
That is sawdust.
Sawdust.
Yeah,
okay.
I mixed it with sawbond and applied it, and you know, then I painted on it.
Okay. Well, I like the light. The light around it makes it a little less scary.
Okay. You place it under the light, and it's so beautiful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So
now let's talk about this one here in the middle. Who's that beautiful lady there?
That's a lady I met when I started this business. You know, she's a young girl.
Okay.
Her name is Obi.
So you just draw people you meet. Okay, thank God you've met me. Wonderful. I'm expecting my painting very soon.
No, we don't draw. We draw people we feel connected to. People that, I don't know, she particularly, her story is like every young girl. You know, her story is like mine when I was little, when I was her age.
Okay.
You know, feeling insecure and, you know, feeling like I had to be perfect.
Wow.
You know, for people to see me as beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah, so she keeps talking about it, and I just could. So I made this painting kind of for her.
I used to be like that also when I was growing up.
Really?
Yes. So maybe I should have my own painting soon.
No.
You don't get this idea.
I mean, look at her face. She's beautiful. I mean, everybody that sees her tells her she's beautiful, but she never sees it like that.
Feels that way.
Yeah, she even told me not to paint the pimples. I said, girl, you're beautiful with the pimples.
I tell you that a lot of people can feel that way, even though we tend to always try to have that front.
Yes.
But this is a story of quite a lot of people.
Yes,
So does it have a title?
Just Obiageli's Tale.
Obiageli's Tale.
Yes.
Wonderful. I like that name. I like that. Okay, so now you mentioned this one by your side. That's why she had to keep it by her side. It's like, is it your all-time favorite?
No, it's my newest baby. I just finished it yesterday.
Is that why you are excited about it?
Actually, I think we're always excited about our most recent work.
Okay, so it's because it's the most recent
No,
work,
it has
right?
a story behind it.
Okay, and
Yes.
what flower is that?
That is a flower, rose flower, that my husband gave me for our anniversary, November last year.
Okay.
So it was a very beautiful flower, right? And I tried to keep it alive. But everything I did didn't work.
It won't.
How did you know?
It won't. You see, when you cut off, it was cut off from the stem or from the adjoining plant, right? You see, it's cut off from nature. Even if you put it into something else, it is adjoined to something. It cannot live. Someone says, if you really love a flower, don't cut it off, because when you cut it off, it dies.
That actually makes me feel better because I felt like
So
I didn't take good care of it.
if you look at the lily, rose, or something in the garden, and you really do love it, don't cut it.
When I went on Google, they said, join this, put the flower fruit,
long
this is under the
Google.
sun.
Be careful what you Google. Google.
I tried everything.
So yeah, it won't, because it's not its natural, it's not its denizen, it's not natural habitat. It's going to have a problem. So, but I understand. We love that beauty.
Yeah.
The first day. So that's why it'll be better to have artificial flowers, or you plant and try to grow them around you.
Yeah,
but once you cut it off, there's a problem.
I saw it dying. Like, it just kept dying. I tried everything. Then one day I just saw it, and I just felt like that was the last time I was going to see it still with some beauty, you know. Like, I felt like if I wait another day, that would be the end. So I just took a picture, and I said I'll paint it. So I painted it, I put it in the verse to show that I tried nurturing it.
Nurturing it.
You know, the rose around it is the gift part, you know, was
Wonderful,
a gift.
wonderful.
Yeah, so I'm really attached to it.
I like that story. I like
Yeah,
that story.
it also shows how important, I mean, what we can use art for.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, there's still one more that we have here. Let's talk about that one. There's a final one there.
Oh,
this is a shrub. Okay, no, there's a tree in some sort of a hamlet, a gathering of. What inspired this painting?
It's in Ibadan. This is Ibadan. Yeah, you know.
Why do we paint all these sides of Ibadan? They will not be angry when all those people outside will not be showing.
I love this.
Ibadan should have some tourist places like that.
I know. That is not. That is not artsy to me. The tourist places. I mean, come on, they're just nice buildings.
So now they cause our own problem.
No,
don't mind me. I'm just kidding.
I mean,
I'm
as an artist, this is what I want to keep around me. I can't be there forever.
How attached are you to Ibadan? How important is Ibadan in your tale? In your story, your life story?
I grew up in Ibadan.
In Ibadan, okay.
Yes, I schooled in Ibadan. I moved to Lagos just when I got married.
So you really, how often do you go back to Ibadan?
Once in a while, like maybe 2 or 3 times a year. My mom is in Ibadan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my dad is in Ibadan, so.
All right, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It was great talking to you, visual artist.
And
you made mention that, okay, it's something that for people coming up into it, how can they manage to, juggle it? Is this something that that can pay all the bills at this point in time?
No, it can't.
It can't.
Just the hat.
Yeah.
No, it can't. I'm just beginning to join other things. I thought this could, but no.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. It was
Thank
great
you very much.
talking to you. All right, we'll take this time out now, and of course, there's quite a lot more when we get back on the show.
And of course, viewers, you are welcome to Book Chat today for a Thursday. And boy, am I excited about our guest today. Jeffrey Ehikoya is a marketing professional who is also certified and experienced in project management and the author of our book this week, The Volunteer, Becoming Better by Serving Others. Well, Jeffrey, it is grand to have you here on the show with us today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we have something in common, actually. We went to the same school.
Yeah,
University. I went there for the certificate. I didn't go for it.
Okay,
so
I think
I won't be asking you any academic questions, but good to know that you were at Pan Atlantic University as well. Now, your book, The Volunteer, Becoming Better by Serving Others, very interesting read. I haven't finished it, I will confess, but I have found it very interesting. First off, the book speaks to the power of volunteerism.
Yeah.
Volunteerism. And the question that I asked myself was, who is this book being recommended for exactly and why? I don't know. You tell us.
Okay, so thank you so much. My life has been basically about service. I stumbled onto it unintentionally, and I have actually gotten a lot of results from it because life is about intentional living. And if we're able to plan our steps intentionally, then we could get results. So the part of volunteering is just for us to be able to, it's like a disguise for the word service. So the real word is service. And for me, when I teach, I like to teach what I have experienced or what I have practiced. So the entire essence of service, I might not have gotten into it fully, but in the concept of volunteering, I've been doing it. And from 2009, I've been actively exposed to volunteering activities from church to school, joining organization and actors and the rest. So the book is definitely for young Nigerians. So we're looking at, we are the leaders of today or leaders of tomorrow, as the case might be. And we're looking at people in government and saying that, these guys aren't doing right. So if we that we're trying to chase them away from government, we're not exactly as much better as the people there. So in order to culture that identity of we're going to the public space to serve, because we should live our lives for the service of others, to help other people become better, because in doing that, we ourselves become better. So the concept of the book is selflessness, and the message is to young Nigerians.
Wow. Jeffrey, it was one question I asked, but it's okay. But listen, I really appreciate the dedication here in your book. You dedicated the book to the sung and unsung heroes, people who are trying to make the world a better place. So I actually understand that for you, it is a passion to see that people are coming together to make the world that we live in somewhere that everybody else is going to enjoy. And by doing that, we have to put in service. And then the book takes a very progressive tone, starting from the beginning, going through the challenges, the sad stories, and then the successes. I found the challenges very, very interesting because you cannot be putting in all that volunteerism and not get back some, well, discouraging moments. So tell us about that bit. I think that's chapter 4 in the book.
Yeah, challenges.
What inspired you to also talk about the challenges, and how would that help any reader who's reading this book?
So mostly when we, in Africa, we always want to try to make success difficult for people coming after us. And the best way to teach, when you teach the positive side of it, you teach the other side of it. So it's just about the motivation for the book is not just for me to want to write a book. It's for somebody to want to go on, like, just follow the journey of my life. Because I'm not somebody that would like to say 10 principles to success or 5 keys. I just want to tell somebody my story, and you look at it and pick the parts that most interest you.
Interesting you should say that, telling someone your story, because you actually started a book just like that, about your stay at that place where you were volunteering in, is it Akonjo or something like that? And the picture you had in it. So it actually drew me in, and I'm like, okay, it's his story, and I have the option to actually listen to him tell the story and pick which part of it I want to, you know, really focus on. So good work there. Really enjoyed that bit. But it seemed like it was something you had planned to write from 5 years ago, because it followed that thread from there on to where you are now, the people you've met along the way. Was that intentional? Well, obviously, it's a book. It
was. And so I think it's one of the advantages that I've been exposed to, because growing up in the Christian faith and understanding that our lives are planned by God. So you know that all the pages, that our scripts are written already in his book. So we know that our lives, we are yet to live a script. So, and I know that if I'm going on a journey for 20 years, I should know the destination. I know what I need to do today to get to that destination. Even right now, the particular life I'm living is a script to a particular destination.
Oh, so I'm going to be in one of your books then.
Definitely. So if you look at one of the days during the challenges, I was trekking all the way from Akonjo to Matogun, where I stay, and you can use Google Maps to check the distance when you're trekking. So, and one of those days I was tired and I was crying. So I had a Redeemed church close to me in Ijuru. So I entered into the church, I cried, I prayed, then I started going. And the question that came into my heart is that somebody is going to listen to your story in 3, 5, 10 years' time. What response are you giving to these current challenges? Then I became excited, because I needed to tell people that in the midst of these challenges, I didn't give up. I was excited. And if you are going through these challenges also, that there's no problem. You're going to come out at the other side better.
I mean, talk about learning from his sad experiences. And that's a chapter in your book, The Sad Stories. Something very interesting, a quote that you put in there. There were many, many times thereafter that Don regretted having enlisted, but so has every man who ever volunteered for military service. Another one, be nice to people. Maybe it'll be unappreciated, unreciprocated, or ignored, but spread the love anyway. We rise by lifting others. That's a quote by Jeremy Kent. It also notes the fact that even when you're volunteering and helping people, sometimes some people can't be helped or are too poor to be helped. At first, I didn't understand that. And
or too proud to be helped.
So shed a little bit of light there, and let's understand, how can people be too proud or too... this is sometimes the poor are too proud,
to be helped. So I think well, I had a few experiences around that light in terms of having community development project, because actively from 2012 I started going to communities in Ogun State, in Lagos, in Kaduna, and all these other places to do community development project under the platform of Enactors. So, and we got to communities whereby we saw problems that were visible to every single person, and we as enthusiastic young guys, we went to this community and told them that, oh, we could do a borehole for you, you guys are suffering from this is the solution. And because you had certain people who are acclaimed elders of that community, do not want to look stupid to their followers, when a child or a small person is trying to give them the solution to the problem, they push back. And it also corroborates the story of one of my friends in Uganda that had that same issue. They had a project that they were working on for a school, and the school was supposed to have a library. So after they set up the library, they got books into the library. Then these teachers in the school told them that for the library to continually run in the school, they had to pay the teachers to continually run the library.
So those are the challenges that even you and I would face as a volunteer in any case. Well, in any case, this is a very interesting read, and maybe you should actually pick it up. The Volunteer, Becoming Better by Serving Others, by Jeffrey, who's sat right here with us. Thank you very much for joining us. Actually enjoyed it. And if you're thinking about a life of volunteering or service, maybe you should pick up this and read it. Once again, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Let's move on now to the kitchen to see how Tope is getting along with Chef Natito.
Thank you very much, Mazino. While you were away, Chef Nathaniel has gone quite far, but I mean, there's nothing we can't catch up with. Sure. So we have our sausage and mushrooms already fried. Remember that he sauteed it a bit with herbs and spices. And then we have the beef here already marinated with chili peppers, cinnamon, the soya spice, barbecue spice,
onion flakes.
Onion flakes, yes. You might want to look for onion flakes, guys.
That's very nice.
It has such a very strong and nice
And
flavor.
I also added raw onions too.
Oh, okay, so raw onions as
And
well.
onion flakes,
Yeah,
too.
but I mean, if you're one of those people who don't like onions, because I know there are a couple of people who
Yeah.
but it is good for your health. Now we're moving on. We have red, green and yellow bell peppers. We have tomatoes here. We have fresh onions, carrots and cucumbers.
Yes.
Chef Nathaniel always using cucumbers
Yeah.
in creative ways. So now after marinating the beef, you're boiling it a bit.
Yes, just
of course.
a bit, not much.
Just a bit. Yeah.
We had grill. I would have just grilled it, but since it's raw, so.
Oh, I'm so used to the other street.
Yeah, the other
I'm already looking back like we do have a grill. Okay. But if we did, I'm still looking for healthier options. We can oven bake this as well, right?
Sure. And they can also bake pepper.
Yes.
It's even, especially tomatoes, that's a kind of very nice.
Yes, it has such a different taste when it's oven baked. Now, if you're just joining us and you want to have the menu of what we're preparing this morning for chicken and mushroom wrap: carrots, tortilla, lettuce, plantain, tomatoes, cinnamon, cucumber, mushroom, chili flakes, bell pepper, onion flakes, breadcrumbs, barbecue sauce, shredded chicken. You definitely want to scribble that down and join us in preparing yours. But remember, we're still here. So much more on Wake Up Nigeria. We're going on a quick break. When we come back, so much more. Don't go anywhere.
Hello again, and an excellent morning to you once more.
Yes, now a whole hour has literally flown by, and this is us back again for the next hour.
Yes, indeed. Of course, at this point, we like to think we need not introduce ourselves because you already got that from the first hour. But we like, the sound of our own name, so we're going to do it all over again. My name is Mazino Appeal, and you're welcome here on Wake Up Nigeria.
Your numero uno breakfast show in Nigeria. And I am Tope Olonyo. Now let us remind you again that it's a show for Nigerians, by Nigerians. And guess what? You Nigerians can watch us all over the world. Ooh.
Oh, yes, you can. We love to show up on your TV screens every single weekday. Make plans to stay glued, by the way, to your screens for the next 45 minutes because that is the very, very limited amount of time that we have left here on the show. If you missed out on the other 1 hour that's gone by, don't worry, we'll pack this one full for you.
Full. And at this point, we should bring your attention to the kitchen where the most exciting thing has been cooking with Chef Nathaniel from Natito's Kitchen.
Oh,
ooh,
yes.
Such a colorful frying pan there.
I can't wait to sink my teeth into that one. Now, remember that you can stream the show live at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook as well at TVC Connect. I already told you guys my name, so I'm not going to do that again. It's going to be a bit too much this time.
No, but I remain the Tope alone. I love to say that. Now, remember that you can download our app. It's available for download on your mobile devices, iOS or Google Play. It is free. Free, so you can take us wherever you're going.
Yes.
And of course, for the next 45 minutes, Mazino, what are we starting?
Let's tell you, we have a music performance. We bring you good music this morning. Now, it will be coming from songwriter, producer, and of course, rapper Fabian Chinedu. We'll get to have a chat with him as well, just before or maybe after he performs.
The world belongs to technology, as they say, and now for tech, we will be joined by Assistant Professor Oluwaseun Fadia, who is an information system expert, lecturer, and international editor. He helps business owners build compliant, defined information security and business systems to automate business processes and retain top-notch employees. He will be discussing 21st century internet applications.
Okie dokie. Well, hey guys, we got a couple of comments on our conversation from earlier this morning.
Loans.
Yes, yeah, loans. I don't know if I could. Let me just read a couple of these. You guys might find these interesting. Now, this is from Ali Matajoke. She says, it's not always easy to ask back such monies. As for me, that I don't know how to ask for such money. That is why I don't borrow people any money. So any money I can't let go of, finally, I don't borrow it out. If the borrower didn't refund it, I wouldn't be mad at him.
Okay.
So I guess as Nigerians, we've just dialed into that situation, that position where we're like, just don't ask, don't loan out, just give. Which is actually what I do. I will say in the past 2 years, I've not loaned any sums of money, but I have given out, and I have a technique where I shouldn't tell this on TV. Let me not tell. There's actually more. A lot of people commented. This is Daramola says, please, I need answers to this question urgently. I loaned a childhood friend some money, which he was to pay 2 weekends ago, but he hasn't said a word. And that's the thing, when they don't talk. How do you...
A childhood friend,
just legit thought of the weird thing I would do.
No, let's try. Let's try to help her. What should she do?
Send a WhatsApp. Hey, what's up now? How you been? You know, it just crossed my mind that
it did cross my mind to direct. Ogbeni, how far now? 2 weeks is past. You know,
so
can I have
a... they've told you straight up, eat the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Me, I'm saying land softly.
But you see, Tope, if you land softly, you're giving them the allowance to take advantage of your emotions. So they're like, he cares. He doesn't want to hurt me too much. That's why he's landing softly.
No, wait now. I'm saying, like, hey, what's up now? So it's been 2 weeks. What's up with that money? But at least put some care and concern around it. Because it's a childhood friend. It's not someone that you just met.
Yeah. Childhood friend can be childhood friend. Childhood. There are different types of childhood.
I don't get you right now.
So there's a childhood friend of when we're children, that's when we're friends.
And now we're not friends.
That's childhood friend. The childhood friend that, since we were children, we've been friends.
Yeah, I'm thinking that.
So those are the two types of childhood friends.
I'm thinking, if it's that type, please be subtle. If it's not, if it's the one that you're friends while you were children, Ogbeni, ask for your money.
Listen, you should get up on our social media handle, especially on Twitter. You can find everybody's responses and maybe even some suggestions on how you can handle the matter. But let's go for some fact-finding, and when we come back, we'll do the news. Welcome back, second hour here for Wake Up Nigeria. You are welcome once again. Now we begin the second hour with the Red Chamber, where President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, referred the request of President Muhammadu Buhari for the confirmation of new service chiefs to the joint committees on Army, Navy and Air Force for necessary screening. The committees have been given 2 weeks to carry out their assignments and reports to Senate in plenary. Also, the Senate President directed the Committee on Foreign Affairs to screen the immediate past service chiefs who had been appointed by Buhari as career ambassadors. The panel was asked to conclude its assignment and submit its report within 2 weeks. And a federal high court in Abuja has ordered the Central Bank of Nigeria to unfreeze the bank accounts of 20 NSAS promoters. Justice Ahmed Mohammed gave the ruling following the agreement reached by parties in the suits to amicably resolve the matter, adding that all processes filed in respect of the case are hereby deemed withdrawn. He then ordered that all the accounts of the affected persons be immediately defreezed. The CBN, in an ex parte motion, had prayed the court to freeze the bank accounts of Bolatito Rachel Oduala and 19 others who participated in last year's protest to end police brutality in the country. The Apex Bank said it took the action to investigate the promoters of the protests on allegations bordering on terrorism, financing, among others.
The other ex parte freezing the accounts of our client expired last week on the 4th of February. And so, we were in court this morning to formally have the matter withdrawn in favor of our clients. And that was what happened this morning. Based on our application to have all the processes filed in the case withdrawn, and the application of the counsel to the Central Bank, Chief Michael Anduaka SAN, to withdraw his application to renew the order. The court rightly struck out the entire case.
Meanwhile, a member of the Lagos State Judicial Panel of Inquiry on Restitution and Compensation for Victims of SARS-related abuses has appealed to youth to suspend their planned protests and counter-protests at the Lekki Toll Gate on Saturday. Ebun Olu-Adegberua stated that the panel of inquiry is still sitting and yet to make any finding or recommendations on the Lekki Toll Gate incident of 20th October 2020 beyond the majority and dissenting decisions of last Saturday, all of which are purely interlocutory and not final. He also said the alleged bloodshed, mayhem, repression and violence of October 2020 in general should not be encouraged to be repeated again. The senior advocate of Nigeria urged all concerned, including the state governments, to be patient and wait the panel's decision, noting that a protest or counter-protest at this time may not, or rather may work to jeopardize the overall work of the panel, the witnesses appearing or they appeared, the testimonies, the investigation, or even affect its ultimate assignment. He also factored security and COVID-19 concerns as possible consequences of staging the protests. And that's it for the news. Let's move on now for some sports action with Mike Mexicano.
Welcome back now to spice up your Thursday morning. Of course, we have a musical performance. And this morning, we have a writer, producer, and rapper, Fabian Chinedu. Good morning, Fabian. How you doing?
Good morning.
I love your shoes.
Thank you.
So tell me, what are you performing for us this morning?
Well, I'm performing the song titled PhD.
PhD? Yeah. What of masters? And Professor, what inspired the song?
The song was inspired in the studio.
In the studio?
Yeah.
Okay.
The song started being in the studio trying to create the beats, and it just came out, and I decided to name it PhD.
PhD, okay. So how long have you been doing music professionally?
Well, I've been doing music for about 10 to 12 years.
12
right
years
now.
professionally?
Yeah, professionally,
Ooh.
yeah.
Okay.
Or in between school.
School, okay.
Yeah.
So now are you signed on a label, or do you have your personal label?
I kind of do my own thing. So right now I'm doing my own thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me, which of the top artists are you looking to collaborate with soonest?
Nigeria, outside Nigeria.
Ha! I like that. Yeah, give us one Nigeria, one international.
Okay, Nigeria, probably Wizkid.
Ooh,
Bono.
okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Burna? Okay.
Then outside Nigeria, probably Jay-Z,
Hey!
Beyonce, Drake.
I like this. Your energy, your dreams are very high and they're very valid, and I'm sure we're definitely going to meet you at the top.
Yeah,
you know what?
Thank you.
Give us some PhD experience this morning.
All right.
All right.
Get time for nonsense, and I dare about my success. If you don't like, make a protest, cause me I don't sell my conscience. I no get time for nonsense, me I dare about my progress. If you don't like, make a protest, cause me I don't like no pretense. I'm steady, making money. You're steady, hating on me. I'm steady, making money, getting money, making money. You're steady, hating on me. I do bad man things, make bad man moves. Bad man where your man see they go dab. Bad man with a loco and the shafts. Bad man kill the snakes and the rat. Bad man run things don't run him. Bad man never friend with po-po. Bad man days, bad man dad. Bad man so dope you think his mom did coke. Blood on my eyes, what you at you? I don't show you, don't quit there. Enemies won't use me play 10 there. That they find who they gon' send this.
Why show she no. Me why show she no.
I don't get time for nonsense, and I dare about my sources. If you don't like, make a protest, cause me I don't sell my conscience. I don't get time for nonsense, me I dare about my progress. If you don't like, make a protest, cause me I don't like no pretense. I'm steady, making money. You're steady, hating on me. I'm steady, making money, getting money, making money. You're steady, hating on me.
Why show she no. Me why show she no.
I don't get time for nonsense, me I dare about my progress. If you don't like, make a protest, cause me I don't like no pretense. I'm steady, making money. You're steady, hating on me. I'm steady, making money, getting money, making money. You're steady, hating on me. Aye. Fabian Moraine.
No, PhD, baby! What did you say?
Yeah, that's the name of the song.
Yeah,
Great guy. That guy is...
That was amazing. That was amazing.
Yeah, very committed guy to music, I must say.
Indeed.
And he's going to be collaborating with Jay-Z, Wizkid, Burna soon. Pretty soon.
If it's this guy, he's been committed to music for a very long time. There are people that eat and live and sleep music. There's nothing else they can do.
I just want his
That's
shoes,
kind of
the size 44. He's going home in a slipper today.
Slipper, even tries it.
Maybe it will be your Valentine's.
Hey.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, we were looking through some comments that we have on social media and all of that. Let me even see this what was it? This what's it now? Cover photo. I'm not seeing it. I can't remember. Successful people do what they have to do, whether they feel like it or not.
So you're part of them.
Mike, you have only dropped one word of wisdom. Stop trying to make it sound like
Do I need to even listen to myself a bit more on this one? Okay, all right, so let's see now. We had our talk on loans and borrowing friends, yeah? Even though we've not had, we didn't, talk about it as much as, talk about it as a very interesting, you want to tell us? While we get our comments.
Or the experience, actually.
So I'm still experiencing it now.
Tough.
So there's somebody that, I have business. That patronize my business and have not paid. And we're friends. And the issue is that now, it's not like she's a broke person, you get. So I'm just waiting and I've not found the best time to say, how far now, what's up with my money? Because to be honest, with your friends, it's hard. It's hard because they will stroke you on top of your own money, safe. So please, words of wisdom.
If you guys have suggestions for Tope, maybe you should just send them in under our post for this morning.
But Tope, I was opening her mouth to give another person advice. She should take her own advice.
Hey, that's your childhood friend.
She should take her own advice, yeah? Okay, so let's see. We have quite a number of comments here. Let's see. Okay, this is at elo_Ria. Ekanem Gloria says, I they ask Wales or just give them the notion that you want to make use of the money, but you're giving them for the meantime. Guy, how far the money I borrow you? I need that urgently tomorrow evening.
Oh, shit.
Time, dates, place, add place for backyard, all of that.
Nice.
Okay.
Tomorrow evening.
All right. So at Adeyemi Alima says, it's not always easy to ask back such money. As for me, that I don't know how to ask for such money. That is why I don't borrow people money. So any money I can't let go finally. Okay, this was a comment.
Yeah.
Mazino took much earlier. Okay, thank you very much there. This is Sonped 200. Says, just call the person and make a sweet talk and end it by asking when will the person see you.
See you as in, see you how?
Is that for guy? Where you go see me now?
What's up, which guy saying? As I say yesterday, I don't know what that guy is saying. Like,
that sounds like something I'll do with a friend. You know, like if it's a friend like Yemi, for instance. Yemi, how far have you seen Tenet? Nice, Abi. See, that money, uncle.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Often it will be followed by, guy, no vex, I beg. You know.
I know vex, I just need my money.
Yeah, look, so I gave a tip for borrowing.
Yeah.
A very, very important tip earlier on. I told
What you can let go of?
You have to start losing weight, start posting quotes of how life is hard. When life gives you lemon,
you make lemonade.
You make lemonade. And so now I have a new tip now. That's tip 2. You'll be doing the calling.
Oh!
You do that. You'll be doing the calling. No, don't even say you'll be checking up on the person. So when you're checking on the person, they'll be wondering.
And this guy has concern.
Yes, and be losing weight. Don't add weight.
There's some people
that's what is most important.
That add weight when they are stressed.
When they're stressed.
Wow, I want to be stressed like them.
Your matter is serious. Be losing weight. That's very important. It's rude. Bad manners to add weight on your own money. That's a very important one, okay? So we'll get back. I'll still get more tips for you. Call them. Don't make them call you.
If you actually follow Mike's tips.
What? If you follow my tips?
Be losing weight. That means you'll be working out because you're owing money.
No.
Just don't borrow the
money.
money.
You can carry your old pictures or something. Just be posting those pictures.
Memories and stuff like that. From when times were good.
Just be putting those, and then put all those cryptic posts. Just be putting it there. I'll get you more tips, right? So this is from at Remaji says, I don't even give.
Now, wow.
At least that saves me from the excruciating pain.
That's the word.
Of going to ask for my money. Lending money to friends and family never ends well. Wow. You must surely lose both friendship and money.
Yep.
Sometimes, but not really.
Maybe not all the time.
Okay. I'm like, hey, bro. This is from at DTYN Nation. Says, hey, bro. I'm like, hey, bro. That money I borrowed you, can you help me with it?
Help me.
I need it for something very important.
But you see, we're very polite people as Nigerians. I mean, somebody's owing you money and then you're begging them. You're actually, guy, I beg, please help. I need that money back. As in, but I guess it's just good culture, good nature to do that. But personally, I think that you're giving the person that allowance to take advantage of your emotions. When you give them that cushion, like soft landing, I beg, help me get that money back.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, guy, no vex, but if you help me hold like 2 more weeks. Don't give that allowance. Ask for it if you really need it. But if, I don't want to be rude and say you should
let's
be
Let's just rush up and take this comment. This is Faridat Akinla says, it depends on how close you are. If it's my close pal, I'll be like, Muge, I want to use money like a joke matter.
I want to use that money.
I want to use that money. Okay, this is Saint Abdul. Saint Abdul gave a very, very interesting response. He says, tough questions. Only the gods can provide a viable answer. Okay? All right, and then this is just the final one. This is at D. Damilola says, please, I need answers to this question urgently. I loaned a childhood friend some money, which he was to pay 2 weekends ago, but he hasn't said a word about it. Okay, yeah, we mentioned, right? We mentioned something about this one. We gave you tips. You can just check back about the video or just hit Tope up. Personally, Tope will give you tips. If it's childhood friend, there's a different way.
If it's
childhood friend.
The difference you can find out from
that was Mike's suggestion. That wasn't me. I was the one that said childhood friend. Childhood friend.
I don't know the difference yet. I'm not too clear on it.
You get it.
What are you guys doing in the kitchen?
Yes, so Chef Nathaniel is making chicken and mushroom wrap.
Okay.
And it has been so interesting.
Wrap,
And it's something that you could probably find in all the ingredients in your kitchen, in your fridge rather. The only thing
that's if I can find the kitchen.
Your fridge.
Oh, I don't know the way to the kitchen.
You see, men like Mazino, I cannot deal. Nathaniel, how far gone are we?
Yeah, so we are at the final stage. And all the ingredients have been fried, so I'm just going to do a sample of the wrapping.
I'm definitely going to.
I've already added the barbecue sauce, and I use spoon to spread it around. Then, bell peppers and carrots.
Okay.
Bell peppers.
So I'm going to do it on this and this. Okay, so then I add my sausage and mushroom.
So you're going to be adding them on top of each other?
Yes. Then
wraps, what are they?
shredded
Tortilla. So he didn't particularly give it a name. It's just chicken and mushroom wrap.
Well, it looks like a shawarma to me.
It's,
it's just
shawarma
somewhat
bread.
like shawarma.
A tortilla bread.
Tortilla.
So
Okay.
then wrap.
Okay.
See?
It's looking delicious already.
That's a full meal. People like Mike would have 2 of that to be satisfied.
There.
I will remind you. Okay, then, Nathaniel, that was nice. I enjoyed the wrap process with you. But we're going to go on a break, and when we come back, we still have much more for you on the show. I'm sure you do not want to go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. We got our final guest in the studio here with us, and it's a very interesting interview we're about to have. Now, note, the world belongs to technology and tech. Now, for Tech Today, we have Assistant Professor, yes, you heard me right, Assistant Professor Oluwaseun Fadia, who is an information system expert, lecturer, and international editor. He helps business owners build compliant, defined information securities and business systems to automate business processes and retain top-notch employees. He will be discussing 21st century internet applications. You are welcome, Mr. Fadia.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Dr. Fadia.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. But you're not the doctor I call when I'm ill. You're the doctor I call when I need to expand my business.
Yeah, academician.
Okay. Interesting.
Right.
It's good to have you here. So
Thank
we're talking
you for having me.
internet and the 21st century application.
Yeah.
First off, I would have thought that it was a very ordinary, normal topic because we are well vested in tech and the internet these days. But if there is a need for people like you to explain that topic to us, then there must be something we've been missing out on. But let's already dive into it and let's talk about this.
Well, internet is so deep. I mean, probably we haven't even reached 40% of what it entails here in Africa, to be specific, in Nigeria. I believe that intranet and extranet is one of the important phase of technology that Nigeria has been so focused on. I mean, the fintech. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So when I say intranet, I mean within a certain organization.
Okay.
And when I say extranet, I mean something that goes campuses or locations of certain organizations. So basically, internet is so deep that all we see is just the application and the benefit it gives. But in order for us to be a country that is going to be reckoned with, we had to go deeper than just the face or the surface of internet. For example, we have what is called deep web. You know, that is a second tier or architecture of internet. And we also have the dark web, which can simply be called darknet. You know, I believe Nigeria is still scratching surface in the aspect of the deep web. So when we talk about deep web, we're talking about, for example, the algorithm of Google search is something that is, based on deep web, where you query the database and then you get response of a certain refined, answers. Well, that's fine, but, where the main thing is being done, the innovations that we see in this 21st century, it's actually in the dark net.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought that was a dangerous place to go, to the dark net.
Well,
I'm a bit confused because when you hear Western world talk about the dark net, they're always talking about crime and hacking and stuff like that. So I'm a bit confused when you talk about the advantages for African internet use and for businesses.
Yeah, definitely. Technology, as good as it is, it also has its exposure, especially the bridging of our privacy, for example, is something that had been, spoken about, especially for the past 10 years. For example, innovation of RFID, is something that it's all around of Internet of Things. We don't see them, but they are in operation. So then our, privacy is being breached. So when we talk about dark nets, as much as, the, disadvantages may be there, we also have, that's why it's altogether World Wide Web, we also have the advantage as to what we can do with it.
So how can businesses take advantage of the dark web now? And what are we not doing right currently in the Nigerian environment, internet
well,
sphere? Let's put it
Yeah,
that
that's
way.
right. Basically, first of all, we need to understand the knowledge area of internet. We need to be able to understand well our planning and monitoring, for example, elicitation and collaboration. And when we are able to do these things, it gives us a good advantage to have a wonderful requirement for life cycle management. And when we have a life cycle management that is, solidified in the 21st century operation of internet, then we will be able to have, what I call the strategic analysis, which helps us to know what are the part of the internet that is going to do us good and how do we dive into it. For example, we have so many infrastructures that is being brought into the country by experts. But I think it's not enough just to have the expert here in Nigeria. It's also enough to create a kind of atmosphere where, the brains in Nigeria are all over the nooks and crannies of the world. We come on the table and begin to annex, what advantage internet have for us.
So you talk about these brains and them convening on a table, harnessing what data that we can gather and see how it's to our advantage. But I just said a word there, data. Data is very important. Harnessing these information will actually give you an idea of how you can advance with whatever procedure or whatever project that you want to put the internet to. But in Africa, in Nigeria, do we actually concern ourselves with these data? Do we have institutions or policies that make it require that we gather these data and further study or research them so that they can be of advantage to our businesses?
That's right. Already we are datas, yeah? Because, everything has to do with datas. Like the live stream show is data.
Yeah,
Some
true.
people stream live right away, and they make use of data. When we send pictures from one device to another, they are all datas. Well, but to your question, importantly, in order for us to take advantage of data, we first of all need to sit down, and I come back to strategic analysis. What is the population of Nigeria, for example?
We don't know.
200 million
sure.
plus, as far as I know, 2019.
Yeah, true.
So if that be the case, then we can drive internet as an African hub. Why? Because our population is an advantage for us to be reckoned with, even in the field of, technology. Because actually, data drive technology, and the people drive data. So in order for us to have a better use of the data, either in businesses, small-scale businesses, large, or in any ramifications of life, it is very important to really sit down and map out how we can take advantage of our population. All right, definitely we need to have a power supply that will power, the technology or the research that we bring about to this technology.
I'm wondering, the penetration of internet in Nigeria is a very funny one because you have locations where you have plenty use of internet, penetration itself, and then other areas where there's little or none at all. Is that I'm thinking that it must be of a disadvantage to this kind of data gathering, and the people therein or businesses that might be in these places where there is no penetration at all. Just a thought, I'm wondering how that affects the grand scheme of things.
Well, first of all, before I come to how it affects, we need to understand that also in order for us to become a giant in technology, infrastructures need to be on ground. And these things are not what you come about just like that. For example, when telecommunication comes in, you see installation of different telecommunication mats in different locations that, it needs to collect data and be able to link people together. The same it is for technology to be specific internet. But all that needs to be done is just to, be able to continue to, bring in investments, not just bringing in investment, also having a better governance, a kind of regulations that would not just help the internet to thrive, but also help the users to be guided and also, kind of invest.
So you'd say that we are on the right track as Nigeria or as Nigerian businesses, are we doing this correctly? Are we on the right track?
Definitely yes.
Okay.
Definitely yes.
Okay.
There are several experts. I was in the office of a former.
You're going into a story there, but I think you already hit the nail where you said that we are on the right track.
Yeah,
I wish we had more time where we could go into more in-depth information about this. But I wanted to let you know that all the while we've been talking, we actually have been having something ready for you in the kitchen, and would like you to come and do a little research on that one and gather data as well. So, Mr. You want to come over, Natito?
That would be Internet of Everything.
There you go. Chef Natito has gotten something ready for you.
Thank you.
So I'd like to bring you over here. Oh, it looks delightful. Come on over.
Welcome to the kitchen.
Thank you, Tope.
I'm going to join you guys because I want to be a part of this. I really do. Sit.
Please sit.
Natito, wow.
Yes, so just quickly run us through how this was achieved and what we have inside.
Okay, so this is just a basic wrap, similar to shawarma, but we use sausage, we use mushroom, we use shredded beef, then carrots, onions, bell peppers, and barbecue sauce with tortilla wrap.
So while he's talking, you could just take one of the
and
wraps.
plantain also.
And
of course, there's always plantain. It's Natito.
Even on live TV. I said even on the hair.
Yes, of course. And then you rate it over 10.
Okay, I'll just take a bite.
Class, yes.
Nice.
This is exam.
Now rate that data, please.
You can take another one if you're not sure.
This must be a structured data.
There we go.
Structured data, all right. Does it have 5G, 4G? Has it been upgraded?
It's upgraded to 5G.
Upgraded to 5G, I like that. Have we seen a prospect of maybe 5G plus?
Well, definitely we will get there.
Definitely, okay. I think that's nice. Maybe this is a 256. 256 memory.
Oh, don't worry. It is yours. We'll be packing that for you to go, and I'm sure that you're going to enjoy it as you leave. Well, hey.
It's been an interesting show.
It has been an interesting show. I'm trying to hurry this up so I can dive into that.
Oh, my days. I'm not surprised, Mazino. Thank you all for being a part of this. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much, Chef Nathaniel. Mike, the one who drops words of wisdom. Please, give us a rema for the day.
Another one. Give us another one, Mike. One last one.
So, you see, when you're about to eat, you have to understand that the memory of the needle.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you.
Tomorrow, you are sure that the camera will come in front after the car has passed it.
Thank you so much. You did not enter. You didn't enter. Try tomorrow. But we know tomorrow is Friday and it's
game day.
All right then. Until tomorrow, 7 a.m. to 8:45. We love you guys. Remember to still tell us what you would do if you're going to have to collect your money from your friends. How would you do it? Use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on all our social media platforms. TVT Connect. We love you guys. Mwah.
Bye now.
Bye.